Sebastian Fundora is fighting Keith Thurman in October. Now, who's going to win this fight? Well, if we'll talk about who's going to win this fight, let's take a look at their latest performances, in which Sebastian Fundora fought Cordell Booker, in which Sebastian Fundora started out very fast, dropped Cordell Booker.
Oh, double turn, trying to hold on like the veteran.
Sebastian Fundora then put more punishment on Cordell Booker, and the rest ain't enough and stopped the fight in round 4.
The first time was forgotten last time. It's over, Sebastian.
After Sebastian Fundora wanted to fight Tim Tszyu for a second time, in which Sebastian Fundora dropped Tim Tszyu in round 1.
That was October 2024.
Sebastian Fundora landed some great combinations, put a lot of punishment on Tim Tszyu, and Tim Tszyu ended up quitting on the stool at the end of round 7. Now let's take a look at Keith Thurman's latest performances, in which he fought Mario Barrios, in which both started off great until Keith Thurman rocked Mario Barrios in round 4.
And again, there's another left hook that stunned Barrios.
Keith Thurman then rocked Mario Barrios in round 8.
And a big right hand that stunned Barrios again.
And Keith Thurman won by decision. And after this, Keith Thurman went on to fight Brock Jarvis, in which both started out very fast until Keith Thurman dropped Brock Jarvis.
Keith Thurman has Brock Jarvis hurt.
Keith Thurman then knocked out Brock Jarvis in round 3.
Thurman is poised. And here he comes.
Now, this fight is going to be entertaining, and yes, it would have been much better if Sebastian Fundora fought a much better opponent, like a title holder and maybe even Xander Zayas, since Xander Zayas has been calling out Sebastian Fundora even before he became champion. But I can see why Sebastian Fundora isn't going for the big and tough names, and Virgil Ortiz is doing the same thing as he's fighting Erickson Lubin. And the reason for this is because Sebastian Fundora is coming off very impressive wins, and a fighter like him can always fight the best of the best and have challenging fights back to back. Sometimes he needs to fight lower competition in order to not burn himself out. But now, if we look at Keith Thurman, we'll see that he isn't in the best position to be fighting a guy like Sebastian Fundora, because he's 36 years old and he just had a fight this year after not having fought since 2022. So he's been very inactive, and honestly, him knocking out Brock Jarvis doesn't mean anything because Brock Jarvis sucks. So that fight was basically just an easy fight for Keith Thurman to help him get him back into the game. But now that he's fighting a true champion like Sebastian Fundora, this is where Keith Thurman is going to get exposed and embarrassed, and it's going to be very satisfying to watch because Keith Thurman likes to talk and talk. So in this fight, I'm expecting to see Sebastian Fundora win every single round. But here's the thing, I don't think this fight will go all rounds because Sebastian Fundora is at his best right now, and he has every single advantage going into this fight, so he can definitely finish Keith Thurman, and I believe that's going to happen. I believe Sebastian Fundora is going to put a lot of punishment on Keith Thurman, proving that he doesn't belong at the top, and this will be the end of Keith Thurman.